Hello and welcome back to Exoprotein Cookie Gaming. This is a multiple part series where I upload all of the killers and the survivors of Dead by Daylight game. I go through their bio, their customization and store, and then I go through their abilities and perks and a little bit of info about them. This is the Shape, one of the killers. He's very clearly Michael Myers. He's a very creepy killer, and his ability proves it. So I'll tell you about it now. The Shape stalks his prey, adapting to the pursuit, waiting for the perfect moment to unleash evil. So basically, Stalker mode. The Shape moves slowly and is undetectable. In Stalker mode, press and hold the power button to stalk a nearby survivor and fill the stalk meter. When the stalk meter is full, Evil Incarnate mode is unlocked. This is very hard for a survivor. And again, like it said, in Stalker mode, you can't hear the heartbeat. You won't know where he is. It's very creepy. Very hard to get away from. The next one is Pursuer. The Shape moves quickly and has a 16-meter terror radius. Vault, break, lunge, and stun recovery speeds are increased. Another really good ability. The next one is Evil Incarnate. The Shape's terror radius is increased to 32 meters. Vault, break, and stun recovery speeds are increased. And survivors who have reached the second hook stage can be killed. Evil Incarnate mode ends after 60 seconds. The last one is Slaughtering Strike. In Evil Incarnate mode, hold the power button to charge Slaughtering Strike and press the attack button to unleash it. The longer the power button is held, the more distance on the attack, and survivors hit by Slaughtering Strike are downed even if healthy. Alright, his first perk is called Save the Best for Last. You become obsessed with one survivor. Earn a token for each successful basic attack that is not dealt to the obsession. Each token grants a stackable 4% decreased successful basic attack cooldown, and you can earn up to 8 tokens. When you hit the obsession with a basic attack or special attack, lose 2 tokens, and you cannot gain tokens as long as your obsession is sacrificed or killed. The killer can only be obsessed with one survivor at a time. Alright. Dying Light. You become obsessed with one survivor, and your obsession gains 33% action speed bonus to unhooking and healing other survivors. Each time you hook a survivor other than the obsession, if the obsession is alive, gain a token. If the obsession is alive, all survivors who are not the obsession get 3% penalty to repair, healing, and sabotage speeds for each token. The killer can only be obsessed with one survivor at a time. And the very last perk is Play with Your Food. You become obsessed with one survivor, and every time you chase your obsession and let them escape, you receive a token up to maximum of 3 tokens. And for each token, you have 5% haste. Performing a basic attack or special attack spends 1 token. The killer can only be obsessed with one survivor at a time again. And then it just reminds you that haste increases killer movement speed. Alright. So a little bit about the Shape. Some humans are simply bad seeds. Seeds infused with a distilled and pure form of evil. Michael Myers is one of those seeds. He had no issues with causing the pain of others. Instead, it was exactly what he sought. But even life can be tough on those with minds filled with terror. The difference is just how one goes about this to solve those problems. For Michael, he had to kill to find some inner peace. As he took his sister's life, the police found a silent boy dressed as a clown at the scene. When one stumbles upon a growing fire, one does not pour gasoline on it. But this was an action taken by officials that had no idea how it would shape this demon in the boy's body. Sending Michael to a mental institution was a feeble attempt to save the child. Unsuccessful therapy and nightly screams just made him even more of an introvert and deranged. People hoped that Michael Myers would end up sorry about that, soon to be forgotten and buried, a failure that soon were to rot away, but then he escaped. So that's Michael Myers, if you didn't know about him, and we're going to go over to the store. He only has one, and it's called The Escaped Patient. I've seen people run this skin before. And I've been playing Dead by Daylight for years, so many people have played him as killer. And then obviously his default. Alright, so don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this content, and please don't forget to add me on Twitch. My Twitch name is Exoprotein Cookie. Thank you so much for watching.